the Washington Redskins. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Did you just check the weather for tomorrow?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
80 weapons. Ready?
Now a give, right side. Swain. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Swain. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. 30. 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
You can't block me.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilkins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
152 fighter. Keep it up, guys.
Now a give, right side. Swain. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, it's Wilkins. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and run for it. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Ready. 8 reads. Hey, Haywood.
Mike 51.
They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
On second down now, it's Griffin. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
On the set. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
6-6, pull it high.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Ready?
2nd down, Wilkins. They'll go screen here to Hunt.
What are you doing?
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break the
stay
big
when that
yardage.
animation
Blocking,
shit come up.
timing of the pass to the runner. Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Set 50, plant.
50, Mike 50.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Bring it. Bring it.
On 3rd down, Wilkins. And that'll be
the wrong
incomplete.
button.
He
He's wide open.
But I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time.
Hey, echo.
Mike 50, Mike 50. They can't hang with us.
Go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Big Griffin, Big Griffin.
On 4th down, Wilkins. And he comes back with one complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, here's Wilkins. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Wilkins on 1st and 10. It's complete to Brown, right side. Now Brown, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Yeah, fine.
They'll run on first down. Griffin. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On second down, it's Griffin, and a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw, Wilkins. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Delta.
Max 50. Double.
3rd and long for Wilkins. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's go. 15, Ronnie. 15, Ronnie. Greystone, Travis. Ready?
They'll try the left side. Swain. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
18 Gator.
Time to go, night.
Hey, Alpha.
Check right. Watching the guy.
Get it.
On 2nd and 7, Wilkins. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Hey, high 7. Big river.
Shotgun snap for Wilkins.
He
Fisher gets to him again.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Kill.
On first down, Griffin. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Fielded at the 33. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. It's the Chiefs that have jumped out to the early lead against the Raiders. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. They'll run on first down. Swain. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Got it.
56. Mike's 56. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
Hey, dude.
Mike 56, Mike 56. I'm here.
Dude.
Here's Wilkins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilkins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Stop, okay?
Pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. 65, 65. 65.
Here we go, 50, 50. Mike 50.
Hey, watch the slant.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Wilkins. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Hey, exit.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there.
Ready?
2nd and 10 now for Wilkins. That one is caught by Hunt. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop.
56. Good track, good track.
22 got bomber. 22 get it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Marquise Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. 2nd and 1. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Here we go, set. 60 or. Hey, wahoo!
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. No chance. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Man.
Snap.
On 1st and 10, Herbert, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
57 to Mike. Mike 57. Ready? 57 to Mike. Mike 57. Focus, defense.
5.
To throw again. Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
Minus 50, minus 50. 3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks. Ain't no
Two.
From the gun, Herbert. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
To throw on third down, Herbert got his man complete over the middle. It's Jordan. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On first down, Griffin. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
Set and logo. Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Stay tripping.
On first down, Wilkins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
A gain of 6 there on first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher for guys trying to get to the football.
On second down now, Swain. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Push him back.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt.
Ooh, he had it.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Go now. 10-2 stop.
On second and 12, Wilkins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Wilkins. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now a give, right side. Swain. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Come on,
Now Wilkins. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Wilkins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey. You got 3. 3 down. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
From the gun, Herbert. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Swain. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Step.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Griffin. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Right back to him on first down. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Go.
They'll try the left side. Bates. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. Griffin. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now a give, right side. It's Griffin, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And we are all tied here in the final stages. Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got a 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
On the ready.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On first down, Hunt. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
90, Wolf, move.
Big stop, let's go.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Hey, D-line, let's get in there, man.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55.
Snap.
Operating from the gun, Wilkins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. On 2nd down, it's Griffin, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. This fielded at the 2.
We got this.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Philadelphia, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.